We're back. We're going to continue our little discussion about Claire here. Some of the influences outside, environmental and items like that kind of resulted in her adolescence and young adulthood crisis resolution was kind of some of the support from school. Being that it was a private school, she did receive the academic scholarship, and she did state that she did have a lot of support from the nuns and the items like that, other individuals and other influenced within there. Also, she had a great support group from being raised Catholic and growing up in the Northeast area during the time where Irish Catholic families were very large, and being that she was in a private school setting, she had a lot of support, and especially from her family and her mother during those times, to be able to really do well and have that type of thing, to find her identity, find her place, explore, and be a little bit more independent within herself. Again, community-based, being a strong Irish Catholic neighborhood, Catholic raised school, items like that really made her able to feel strong and confident within her realm of doing well in school. Her workplace environment provided her a sense of independence. She was able to financially assist in their transportation and also the tuition for school that went ahead and took place every year. The theory that I felt really kind of wanted to explore again within her realm was a social learning theory. So this is a theory related to conditional and operating conditioning. Is called a social learning theory or a social cognitive theory. People don't just simply respond to automatic stimulus, according to Rogers. They more watch and observe and learn how things are. Individuals don't necessarily have the experience themselves, but they don't need to have the experience to learn from it. Some of the examples that Claire had gone ahead and mentioned several times throughout, being that she was timid and a little bit more passive and did not like to go and place herself in a situation where she felt she would fail. She did a lot of observation of her peers. Like an example she stated during the interview was doing the jitterbug or dancing. She knew after watching and learning and seeing how they were that she could not do those dances. She could not sing how some of the girls could sing. So she never actually put herself out there to have that type of enjoyment. But she also observed her sisters going ahead and going into the workplace where she saw how they were and items like that. And then also her limited experience, but really observing how these individuals grew in their positions, and that caregiving and being a stay-at-home mom is really what she wanted to do with her life. So I really think the social learning theory worked very well with how she was. Some of the influences and limitations within this theory of being able that she felt and she observed was that she had observed her mother's role as an illiterate. Like, she could not read, and part of the reason why she felt that her mother also not that she didn't support her, but she didn't support her in the extra activities through school, not through school, and that she was just a housewife. Some of the other limitations that she faced, that are faces within this theory, is that the influence of her father having of the importance on education and knowledge and being able to really have that. But there was nothing outside. It was kind of contradictory between her mother being illiterate and her father reading and bringing home the newspapers. Some of the limitations she faced too is that, as I say before, her not being able to face something where there's a possibility of failure that would be in place. She kind of limited herself more, and also based on observation, but never really felt how it was. Some of the environmental influences, again, as we stated before, as with the Erikson theory, was that the gender role during the time period, the cultural bringing up of how Catholics were raised, Irish Catholic families were raised, and how the importance of and lack of, and a simple thing of where she would feel guilty for having sexual intercourse with her husband if it wasn't in purpose of procreation. And she had a couple scares during it. So, and one of the things she kind of never really, I really feel like this theory limited her would be again, how she never really reached for anything that she wasn't going to be good at. The dancing, the working versus being a stay-at-home mom. It was really something that was incredible for her, that she really limited herself because she kind of went off of the experiences that she observed from her peers. So this is Claire. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed so much my time with her, and thank you so much if you made it this far through my sniffling and my cold and my voice. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Have a good one.